I just thought I'd make this quick video about how I use Slack, because I know that one thing people often say is they find it quite overwhelming to use it. And that's not what, that's literally the opposite of what Slack is trying to do. So basically, before you do anything, if you've not used Slack before, you've got to set up your notification preferences. That's really important. So it's normally on this, all new messages notify you. Change it to this, direct messages, mentions and keywords, and then just add a bunch of words which you can imagine being included in conversations that you would be interested in. So I've added some really pedestrian ones to do with climate and sustainability, education, climate, sustainable, biodiversity, agriculture, and also some other slightly more left field ones like pets, holiday, hard, sad, angry, music, death, just some odd ones that could pop up in news articles or conversations that people might be having that are to do with this kind of stuff, because obviously climate's a really broad subject. So those are the words that I've used, and once you've created them, just separate them with a comma and then just close that. And now what you'll find is every single time a channel that you are subscribed to mentions or includes a word in your keywords, then you'll get highlighted words in these conversations. And what happens there is you will get a red number next to that channel. Now, if there's simply new content in a channel that has not got your keywords, any of your keywords included in it, then what you'll see is that channel will just be bold, and you can see all these ones are not bold. So firstly, after you've set your notifications, the first thing I do when I come onto Slack is I just start looking for the red numbers. I look at places where people have talked about stuff that I'm interested in. So this is your threads. These are conversations that you're already involved with. This is a thread that I'm in. But when you click on here, then you can see the threads that you are part of. So I will be in one of these. So there's one there. And this red line is what you want to look out for. That shows you that there are new messages in that thread or in a channel. So now you can see that red number has disappeared. You've got direct messages where people message you directly, and the rest of the stuff, don't worry about that. But in your channels, there are some here that I've got starred channels. Now you've got a default list, and this doesn't appear normally, but you can right click and star them. So where is it? There we go, star channel. And once you star them, those are the ones that actually I'm interested in reading stuff through, like just whatever anyone's talking about. So I'm in the coordinator group, the education group, and the growth and engagement group. So in those channels, what I would do is I'd be brought to the channel up to the last message that I read, and there'd be a red line where we can see this grey one here, and I just read everything underneath that. It would say new in the corner here, and that's when you want to read the actual messages in like whole streams of messages in a channel. We don't have loads of traffic in the CFCA workspace yet, and so it shouldn't be exhaustive. But unless you're in a working group or there's a channel that really is interesting to you, like councils, or you're part of a working group, then what you really need to do is come on Slack and just look for these red numbers. And if you see them, then those are ones that you want to go and check out. If you see a message as well, like I've got one from Slackbot here, and what Slackbot does, or what I'm using it for, is actually to use it for reminders. So these are all messages that I've actually seen in the past, and what I do is I right click on that message. You can do it here for education. This is a message that I've actually written, but here we go. Yeah, just click on the 3 dots and you can get Slackbot to remind you about it later. So if I just do 3 hours, there we go, Slackbot will remind me about this at 10:25 today. So that would create a little red number for me saying that I've got a new message from Slackbot in 3 hours. That's it. Set your notifications, look for the red numbers. If you've got any channels that you're particularly interested in, then read all the conversations in those. But the rest of the time, wait for those little red numbers to connect you with conversations that you're interested in and the people who are having them. And then just comment on them. Comment on the messages, or just, this is good Slack etiquette, just add like eyes to say that you've read it, or you can give any other emoji that's in here. There's absolutely tons, as you can imagine. A thumbs up, it's a good message. So it just shows people that the stuff they're writing is being read. And that's it. It doesn't have to take much time.